Bob Ryan has covered the Patriots for decades for the Boston Globe and is the author of Scribe, My Life in Sports. Steve Adubato is an expert on branding, and good morning to both of you. Bob, let me start with you. Clearly, this underinflated ball gives an advantage, but not enough for the win. This was a win that went beyond the ball. But why so much hatred to this team anyway?
This would not be a story. This would have been rectified by Monday afternoon at lunchtime. We're at any one of the other 31 teams in the league. This is all about the ongoing chicanery, as the league regards it, of one team, the New England Patriots. No other team would be subject to this warranted scrutiny. That is the real story here. The transgression was minor. Nothing happened. Even if there was an intent, nothing happened. The underinflated football was not thrown as well as the inflated football in the second half by Tom Brady. This would have been brushed aside as, oops, we're sorry, slap on the wrist, we'll never do it again. Okay, be good boys. Okay. But it's the Patriots. This is all about one man, Bill Belichick's reputation.
Well, let's talk about his reputation and talk about those two news conferences, the one he held and Brady held, in which there were all these denials. But in your experience in sports, would these footballs have been deflated without the knowledge of the quarterback who's going to use them?
It's highly doubtful, as every quarterback who has been interviewed, whether he's active or retired, has seemed to have weighed in to say that they're skeptical of Tom Brady's explanation. Something happened, clearly. What happened? We still don't know. We know no more than we did 48 hours ago. No, it's doubtful. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that Bill Belichick is ignorant about game day football preparation, and it's hard to believe that Tom Brady wasn't involved in some way. It's hard to believe.
Well, Steve, a lot of people are having trouble believing that. So what does that do to Brady's image?
It's devastating. So this is the guy who some people will call the Derek Jeter of football. Well, you can forget about that. Derek Jeter would not stand up there for 30 minutes. By the way, why is he there for 30 minutes? No one pulls him. 61 questions in 30 minutes. At least Belichick was smart enough to go up there for just a few minutes and have a few questions.
Wait a minute. We're talking about a deflated ball. I mean, weeks ago we were talking about domestic abuse in the NFL. This is a big gap here.
Absolutely. But by the way, the NFL's brand's on the line as well. And I'm glad they brought in Ted Wells, a great attorney, to investigate. And we'll find out. It's no longer about football, Lester. It really isn't. It's about the integrity of this guy who is the brand of the NFL, Tom Brady. You don't stand up there for a half an hour and imply, yes, I like the balls at a certain, weight. But, after that, I have no idea what goes on. He implied that an equipment manager actually did it. He didn't say it, but he implied it because he would have nothing to do with that. The problem with that is it's about responsibility, leadership, lack of being a leader and being responsible, and it sends a terrible message to kids. I think this has hurt Tom Brady's reputation in a very serious way, because I ultimately believe that sooner or later he's going to have to say, I did know certain things, and even if I didn't direct these people to do it, the equipment managers, they thought that's what I wanted, so I have to own something. He owned nothing. For a half an hour to do that, he hurt himself terribly. And by the way, when do NFL quarterbacks throw another quarterback who's a star under the bus? A lot of them are doing that. That never happens.
Pretty ugly stuff. Steve Adubato, Bob Ryan, thanks to both of you for taking part in the conversation.